talk to you about open innovation, the work that we're doing at Open Design Alliance, developing next generation of DWG technology. So first up, a little bit about our organization. We are a nonprofit technology consortium, and our mission is to develop SDKs for the CAD industry. And historically, we've been focused on interoperability, and in particular, we work on proprietary file formats that are difficult for people to support, such as DWG, Revit, Navisworks, DGN, and other formats. In more recent years, we've expanded our product line out into other areas such as visualization and PDF publishing. We, in previous years, we've been using the TIGA brand name, so if you've been at previous conferences, you've probably seen the brand TIGA, and we've decided to discontinue the TIGA brand, and you'll see here our new logo, the ODA logo, Open Design Alliance, and this is our branding that we're going to be using going forward. Part of our mission is to prevent data obsolescence in the CAD industry, and so we have set the organization up to be around for a while. We call it our 100-year commitment. So we want this organization to be around providing tools that give everyone access to critical data formats, including DWG and Revit and others, for the foreseeable future. And we can do this as a nonprofit because we don't have the pressure that a for-profit company has to meet quarterly or annual revenue numbers. So we're looking at this on the business side to set up the organization to be stable and secure for the long term. And we're also looking at the technology side that we have to be agile and we have to be ready to adapt to changes in technology over the coming decades. But it's an important mission that we take very seriously. All right. Bricsys, BricsCAD is using our drawings SDK, our DWG technology. It's the underpinnings of BricsCAD. It gives the DWG interoperability, the runtime database, the DWG database, and a lot of the other low-level operations are based on our technology. The demo yesterday, inserting the Revit family into the BIM model, that's our stuff. That's powering that, and there's a lot of work that went into that simple operation. So it's very rewarding for us to see the tremendous use that Bricks has put into our technology. On the one hand, Bricks is one member of ODA out of 1,200. It's a single member. But on the other hand, Bricsys is really special to us because they are the leading contributor in terms of fixes, enhancements to our technology, and leading. It's not even close. The amount of contributions that we get from them is tremendous, and not even close second place in the organization. They're also a good sounding board. We consider our members as partners, and so as we're working with our members, Bricsys, they're a good team to bounce ideas off of and get guidance on our efforts to develop new technology. We work closely with a number of their engineers, and I just have to say it's a top-rate organization. People are smart, they're dedicated, they work hard, and just been a pleasure to work with. So Eric, thank you, and thank you to the Bricsys team for your contributions to our organization. And we share a strategic vision, as Robert mentioned, that we both believe in open access to data, and you shouldn't be prevented from accessing your own data, and we both believe strongly in that goal. So the ODA has been around for 20 years now, and for most of that time, we've been working really hard to become compatible with DWG. We put a huge effort into building a high-quality set of tools for DWG, but in recent years, DWG development has really stopped outside of ODA, and we had a chance where we caught up to the current state of this technology and looking around and saying, well, what can we do next? We're a nonprofit, so we're looking, how can we add value on top of this technology in a way that benefits our members? And so we've been shifting gears, if you will, over the past few years, and instead of being the follower that's trying to develop something that's equivalent to the state of this technology, we are stepping into a leadership role and looking to build on this powerful platform to make the technology even better for the coming years. And so our team is thrilled to be adopting this new role. And we have the resources, and we have the, with 20 years of experience, we have the resources and we have the people on staff to really step up and handle it. And DWG, this has been mentioned several times throughout the conference, but I'll say it one more time. That DWG it has a really strong advantage if you're looking in terms of a format that you're using to build a CAD application on top of, and that it's the only Exchange format that also is a native file format. If you look at other popular Exchange formats like IFC or STEP, nobody uses those as a native format. And so you have this conversion process, this import-export process. If you're using those formats to exchange data, DWG, you can just go and work with the native data directly. And it's a huge advantage. And it's made possible by the work that we're doing at Open Design, because we provide the same high-quality set of tools for accessing DWG. We provide that same set of tools to everybody. So that access, the universal access to the tool set, really brings us around full circle and makes this format work for everyone. So we are looking at developing next generation DWG technology, and in doing so, we're following some important principles. And the first is that the next generation technology has to be compatible with existing technology. It's evolution instead of revolution. We've got members who have decades of investment into DWG-based applications, and it's good technology. There's no reason to introduce something that would force everybody to throw that work away. So what we're doing is going to be compatible with existing technology. It is being developed with industry cooperation. So we're not an organization that's going to issue some mandate and try and force something upon the industry. We are working with our members as partners to make sure that we're developing things that make sense, that will make a real difference in the lives of end users. And the final principle is that the technology has to be accessible to everybody. And Open Design, we're an open organization. Anybody can join. Our licensing fees, very friendly for any size company. So it's important that this technology is available to the entire industry. So the first new area that we're working on is version history. And coming from a software background, it's somewhat surprising that DWG has been around for 30 plus years, and yet there hasn't been any good way to store the revision history of a drawing until today. And so this is the first major new initiative that we've taken on as an organization. And so we're offering, essentially you can think of it as Git for DWG files. So we're introducing a new file format called DSF. It's a drawing stream format. And you can save, essentially you're committing changes to your drawing to this DSF file. This DSF file is like a repository for DWG data. So you've got this sequence of changes to DWG data and your version history in this DSF file. And at any point along the version history, you can go in there and extract a 100% compatible DWG file. So this is compatible technology, but it extends the power of DWG so that you can retain version history in a compact form that's fast to access. And if you look at this just from the point of view of one user working on a desktop application, it adds a lot of possibilities. So now you've been working on a drawing and you've got a number of revisions. You can walk back through that entire revision history as a user, and you can difference two versions. If you have two competing ideas for a way to do a particular design, you can create a branch for one and another branch and work on those two branches in parallel, and then pick one at some point, merge it back into the main. So it's a lot of flexibility just using just for a single user working on a desktop application. But in addition to that, this technology enables multi-user editing in a safe way that does not require you to lock the contents of a drawing. So using this technology, you can have two users that are both committing changes to the same drawing file. And it's powerful technology. If there's a conflict, we do a detection. So if one user, for example, changes the center point of a circle, another user tries to commit a change that changes the same center point, we'll detect that and give the second user a chance to resolve the conflict. So it's smart technology that enables a lot of new workflows, especially in web-based applications. And this is exclusive technology that's being offered by Open Design Alliance. Nobody else has this. The second area that we're working on is web integration. So one of the most often requested features that we have is I want to be able to work with DWG files in a browser. And you saw yesterday that Brics already has a solution for this. But we are looking to provide a universal toolkit that will make it possible for anybody to easily build applications that can display and do markup editing on DWG files on the web. So last month in our annual user conference in Prague, we introduced a new product. It's our Visualize SDK, and it is a toolkit that provides professional visualization of DWG files in a browser. You can also do markup editing on DWG. But in addition to just DWG, this technology works for all of the file formats that are supported by ODA. So you can, in a single application, you can build this universal viewer that works with Revit, DWG, DGN, IFC coming next year. You can work with all of these formats in the same application and do markup editing and save them out to an optimized stream format. So it's powerful technology providing a standard way to do fast visualization. It's client-server architecture. The server side is compatible with desktop technology. We've put a lot of work into optimization for large models. So even if you have 200 or 300 gigabyte or megabyte drawings, you can quickly view that data. It's intended to be used in a professional sense and provide the performance that you'd expect in a professional application. This technology is being offered as part of a standard ODA membership, so we're not charging any extra for this. This is a way for us to extend the utility of the DWG platform and to give back to our members. And the final new area that we're working on is, again, something that is in response to a lot of demands coming from our members, and that is our new DWG-centric exchange technology. So we have a lot of members coming to us and saying that I have a DWG-based application, I want to be able to import data from other file formats. I want to be able to import a Revit model into my DWG product, IFC, DGN, etc. So to provide for this, we are building a framework that provides easy import of data into DWG. And the goal here is to do this in a way that preserves as much high-level data as possible. So for example, if you're importing a DGN file into DWG and you have a Parasolid entity in there, when you do the import, Parasolid gets converted over to ASIS. You don't lose it, you don't convert it over to a mesh, you preserve the 3D solid in that file. If you're starting with a Revit model that you have a Revit BREP, when you convert that over to DWG, you'll end up with ASIS solids in that case as well. So we're building this framework, and as an organization, as we add more file formats in the future, all of these are going to be directly convertible over to the DWG format. And we believe that this, again, adds to the utility of the overall platform. So that is just a brief overview of some of the new technologies that we are working on. If you'd like more information, go to our website, opendesign.com. I'll be around the rest of the day also, so feel free to come up, and I'd be happy to discuss any of these things with you later today. So.